Welcome to another edition of the JoomlaXTC Joomla Tips and Secrets. In this tutorial, we're going to focus on the content component, the core of Joomla. As we know, content is king, so today I'm going to show you some things that you may know or you might not know. This is going to help you with your flow and get you going even faster. So let's go here to our article manager. So here's your articles, and as you know, probably if you go into the article here, you've got your options. And these are set to global, and you can go ahead and set these, like show the title, show the intro text, and whatever you actually want to show on the content page. But where is this set globally? So we're going to close this, and we're going to see over here your options. So now it opens up our options. Now here's the article settings. And these are the default settings for it, the global settings. So you can basically turn everything on and off in here, and that means that you can leave it all set to global, and every article will be the same. So if you need something special for an article, you can actually do that in the article. And here's the category settings. So all your settings are here in the options, and that's what controls the global. Now here's another thing that you might not know is that here in the menu, when we go to our main menu and we create, say, a new article, we'll call this new article, and we're going to select the item, and we're going to go to articles and the single article. Okay, so now you have options here too. These are all set for global. The menu options are going to override any other option. So if you said show the title here and then you save it and close it, I need to select the article. Oops. So if I select this article and I save and close, now what that means is that the menu is actually going to use those parameters, not your article. So over here in this article, any options that I set in the menu is going to override what is in here. And that's kind of a confusing thing sometimes. Like you'll be like, why isn't the title showing? I can't figure it out. I go to the global, I go here, I go there. The way it's going to work is that it's going to take it from the menu first. If you just leave those set to global, and then you can change it in here. So having said that, now you see that you can really go ahead and format your articles globally, and you won't have to worry about any of the settings in here, because that can get very complex if you actually do the settings in here and you want to change something. Then you're going to have to go into each and every article to change that. The next thing I want to show you here is the search tools. In the latest version of Joomla, we now have this here. In prior versions, all this was showing. And the reason that this was put into the search tools was to make things simpler here for the novice user. And if you actually wanted to, do some more tweaking and have more filters, then you've got them right here, real easy. So now we see we've got a select category, select status, and access and everything. So what if we create a new article? Okay, so over here it's uncategorized. Okay. And we'll have to pick the category that we want it in. By default, it's going to be uncategorized. But here's a simple thing. If we go here to search tools and we actually select the category we want, like blog, we're going to say new. And as you see here, it's in the blog category. So this can save you another step of time. If you go ahead and you define what category you want to be working in, every new article that you create, we'll put it right in blog. And then if you say 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is pretty cool too, in the latest version of Joomla, you don't have to have content. And you might ask, why would I not want to have content? Well, what if you want to set up an article page and you just want to show modules on it and you didn't want to have an article actually there? And that's a common thing with Joomla. Like, how do I do a page where I don't have the COM component, I just have some modules? In the prior version of Joomla, you really had to have something in here, some kind of content, or it wouldn't save. So the only thing you could really do back then was you could toggle the editor and you could just put a empty div class or something in here so it wouldn't show. But now you don't have to have anything in here to go ahead and save. So we'll go ahead and now let's look at save and new. And as you see, when I created the new one, it stays in the blog. So there's another time saver for you. So let me cancel out of here. And this should be pretty apparent to you if you use Joomla on a daily basis, but this was added, I believe it was in 2.5, and this was actually something that I brought up as a new feature, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, so I can't give myself total credit, but the concept of this drag and drop idea. So in the latest version of Joomla, you can go over here and you can toggle the columns, and then you can basically take to reorder, just drag this up here, drop it there, and that's how easy reordering is. In prior versions, you actually had a little control over here, and you could order 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And another feature that changed in newer version of Joomla is how you actually copy a article. You can select here, and where's the copy button? Now it's just a batch operation, and it's pretty advanced because you can go here, you can select to where to move it. So I want to take it to the uncategorized, and then I can select copy or move. We can add tags, select the access level, keep the original language. So this is very easy to actually batch a bunch of files over to another quote folder or category, and they're not files, they're actually articles. So I'm going to cancel that. And finally, let's take a look at the trash here. So you can go ahead and select, let's say we're going to select this right here. And we can go ahead and from here we can select trash, or we can do it up here. This makes it a little bit easier. So we can go ahead and trash that article, and that article is trashed. But is the article gone? Is it actually in the trash? Has the trash been emptied? No, it hasn't. So we can go over here and select status, and we can go to trashed. And here's where we can trash it. We can go ahead and republish it, or we can empty the trash. So let's go ahead and empty the trash. And you might want to actually check your trashed folder if you haven't and you've trashed a lot of articles, because there's probably a lot in there in your database, and there can actually be some conflicts, especially with things that are sitting in the trash that aren't actually active. They might show up in certain views and you don't know how to get rid of them. It's also good to check just about any component that you're working with in the menu and stuff. And if you're not using it, you want to go ahead and select the trashed view and go ahead and make sure you clear your trash out. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you found it informative. Just visit our YouTube channel, YouTube.com/JoomlaXTC. We have many tips and secrets tutorials, and look forward to seeing you next time.